I contacted my father through a radio signal 30 years after he died. At first, we both thought it was some kind of prank. Then my father accidentally knocked over a can of shoe polish. Instantly, a burn mark appeared on my desk.
You burnt the desk. I can see it.
My father thought I was some creep spying on him from the shadows. He warned me to stay away from him and his family. I had no idea what was happening, but I was certain the man on the other end was really my father from 30 years ago. My father was going to die in a fire the next day. Without time to explain, I urgently warned him, "Tomorrow, don't trust your instincts. Take a different route, and you'll survive." The signal suddenly cut out. We lost contact. The next day, my father arrived at the fire station. A warehouse was on fire. Everything happened exactly as I predicted. At the scene, my father found a trapped girl. The aerial ladder suddenly malfunctioned. The gears jammed and couldn't reach the window to rescue them. My father had to find another way out on his own. His instinct was to take the passage with less fire, but just as he entered it, he remembered my warning. He turned back decisively and took the other route. There he found the emergency slide. Holding the girl, he slid down from the top floor, burst out of the building, and plunged into the river. They made it out alive. I'd been commemorating the anniversary of my father's death, and suddenly a flood of new memories rushed into my mind. Confused about what was real, I frantically called a friend to confirm. My father hadn't died in the fire. He died of lung cancer 10 years ago. I was stunned. I'd actually changed history. I immediately rushed home to check the old newspapers. The article now reported that my father had successfully rescued the trapped girl. That's when my father finally believed me too. I really was his son from 30 years in the future.
You okay, Chief?
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, I got all these new memories, but it's...
So, what'd you wind up doing? You joined the department?
Actually, I went the other way. I'm a cop.
You're third-generation firefighter. Come on, I thought you were gonna grow out of that cop face.
Well, you guys snatched the thing for that one.
We talked across 3 decades deep into the night before reluctantly hanging up. Having narrowly escaped death, my father excitedly rushed to the hospital to visit my mother. This unexpected visit led my mother to discover a colleague injecting the wrong medication into a patient. She stopped it in time, saving the patient's life. But this also accidentally changed history, putting my mother's life in danger. The next day, I went to work at the police station, as usual, but I quickly noticed something was wrong. We'd recently discovered female remains that had led us to the Nightingale murders from 30 years ago. Originally, there had been only 3 nurse victims. Now there were 10. Worse yet, I saw my mother was among them. I rushed home and immediately contacted my father. I told him that mom would be murdered next week. We'd recklessly changed history and caused a disaster. 7 innocent people had lost their lives because of us.
Now, what'd you do last night, Dad?
I talked to him over Gordo's, and I went to see your mother over at the hospital.
Oh, shit.
But I'll take her away from here, Johnny. I have to take her away from here. He cannot hurt her if I take her away from here.
What about the others?
Call the police? They're not gonna believe me.
They will if they catch him in the act. And you can make that happen, Dad.
Following the leads I provided, my father went to a bar and successfully found the nurse who was about to be killed. Meanwhile, I received new information. The coroner had identified the first murdered nurse. Then I noticed the file had disappeared. It was the nurse my father was protecting tonight. This meant our plan was working.